How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. Smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Wow, man, a lot to talk about. Kell Brook, shout out to Goodfella. He says his death wish. Wow, man, this is gonna be. I mean, wow. If how do I put this? If Kell Brook wants to come back and he wants his comeback fight to be Terrence Crawford, I mean, this guy has a heart of like gold, dude, like of a lion. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's the guy I want on the fucking front line, dog, with me, man. You know, going to war, man. A guy like Kell Brook, God, leave me fighting triple, going up in weight, fighting Triple G, coming back down, fighting Earl Spence. Um, a seasoned Olympian. The number one contender, possibly the number one, you know, um, welterweight in his division. Some have Earl Spence on their pound for pound. Wow, I mean, for this guy Kell Brook to come up, okay, and fight all of these guys. I mean, he's pretty much single-handedly fought every good fighter that you could well, yeah, pretty much every good fighter that you can fight from 147 to 160, except Canelo. I mean, that's just my. I mean, obviously he's lost. I mean, he's definitely due for a win, but will he get a win against Terrence Crawford? Salute Boxing Monster says, never let the devil win. Never let the devil win, my brother. Call a spade, and never let the devil win, man. You know that, bro. You know that, man. Hey, that's what it is right there. Chin Smoke says, what's good, Corey Lee? What's good, Chin Smoke? Um, but I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. Kell Brook is no pushover. If Terrence Crawford is not on his A game, shit. If Terrence Crawford is he might be able to squeak by, Kell Brook on his B game. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I truly believe that Terrence Crawford's gonna have to be in tip-top shape, which I think he always will be, and I think he's a guy that trains year-round, and he's a very, very, very intelligent boxer. I mean, anytime you can switch from southpaw, okay, and you're really not left-handed. I mean, that's amazing to me, because I'm left-handed and I know how hard it is to switch from different angles and stuff like that, man. So me being southpaw, I know how it is to switch from different angles and stuff like that, man. But as far as Kell Brook goes, and as far as you know these two guys fighting each other, man, I think it'll be amazing, man. I really do, man. I mean, I don't want to see him fight this guy named Afgastis or whatever his name is, Yugovistis or whatever his name is, some foreign fighter that nobody's ever heard of. I can't even pronounce the guy's name right. I mean, and I just don't really want to see him fight that guy, man. I mean, if Kell Brook if Kell Brook is 110% in it when he comes back, then fight. Definitely fight. Charles D, salute, my brother. What's going on, bro? How's everything going, Charles D? Yo, Boxing Monster, you got Fred on your background now, yo. You went from Cali and then with a Fred, bro. You're you're an animal, man. You're an animal, Boxing Monster. The troll king, goddammit. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I just want to see the best. Kell Brook, I mean, he hasn't been on his A game in a little while. His last fight was questionable. That was for the WBC Silver, Super Welterweight title, I believe. So he was pretty much going to be in the line of fire of Jermell Charlo, which is now Tony Harrison. How do you guys see a fight? I'm just gonna throw this out there, but I mean, it's out. I mean, it's out there. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Because Tony Harrison is I'm not gonna say he's one of the bigger junior middleweights, but he's pretty good size, but he's nowhere near the size of a Jermell Charlo. So I mean, how would you guys fare a Tony Harrison versus Kell Brook fight? You know, being that he did have that silver belt, you know, in that same organization, in that same weight class. How would you guys see that fight going out? Kell Brook versus Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison has not had that much punching power, man. I'm gonna be honest. He's got. I'm pretty sure he has respectable power, but hey, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, Jared Hurd told me straight up, man. Look, man. You know, Tony Harrison, he does not punch that hard, man. You know, he was telling, you know, Jared Hurd was telling me mostly about Laura. He said Laura punches like a fucking mule. You know, he said Laura has punching power. You know, he said Laura hit him one time and he was just like, whoa, can't get hit with too many more them bad boys. Samuel Shaw says, Corey Lee, salute to you, bro. Chin Smoke says it's almost 100 degrees where I'm at. Oh, salute, bro. I'm in traffic right now. Charles D says Harrison boxes circles around him. I'm not too sure about that, man. I think stylistically that'll be a pretty good matchup, being that damn good boxer is himself. But all of that is if we're getting, you know, any close to the Kell Brook that beat, you know, I think the Kell Brook that beat Sean Porter's gone, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I just think he's gone. I think I'm gonna say this. I think Kell Brook can be competitive. Tony Harrison. I think it can be competitive. Brian Davis, salute. He says, yo, you got mad at me for calling that man a bum or a club fighter. But did you see that fight? Laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get mad at you, bro. I just don't call any fighter a bum. That's just my personal opinion. You have your own personal opinion. I respect that, but he loses to Harrison. So how do you guys think a Kell Brook versus a Terrence Bud Crawford looks right now, okay? The special one versus Bud. What do you guys think? Does Kell Brook stand a chance? I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Does he stand a chance? Because the more and more that I think about this fight, bro, I'm just like, I don't know how he can win. I just don't see how Kell Brook can get this win, man, against Terrence Crawford. I mean, obviously you're gonna get paid good money. I mean, Amir Khan got paid good money, but I mean, I just don't see how you can win the fight. I don't know how that's a winnable fight for Kell Brook, you know? And if you're not in winnable fights, if you're not, I mean, obviously any fight's winnable. Any fight's winnable. You know, I'm not gonna say, you know, a fighter, you know, goes in there, because I mean, shit. Look at Andy Ruiz. Any fight is winnable. You know, you can catch a fighter on an off night, man. You can catch a fighter that could possibly be injured and not tell anybody and be like, man, I've had this crazy injury, but I didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to, you know, pull out of the fight, you know. So I went through with it, you know. But I mean, it's just so many different things can happen, you know. But I'm not gonna say a fighter can't win, but his chances are very, very slim. Okay, almost slim to none. Okay, in my personal opinion, versus Crawford. I just don't see how he can win, man. I don't, every situation, but I said the same thing. I don't know, man. It's just, Kell Brook, why are you still you're still in boxing, Kell Brook. You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Because I knew how good you were, man. I knew how good you were before you took that Triple G fight. And it saddens me. It saddens me to tell you that you could possibly be making the wrong decision on coming back and fighting Terrence Crawford. And I don't say that very often. If you guys know me out there, Corey Lee Boxing is not a guy that's going to say, look, man, you shouldn't fight this person, you shouldn't fight that person. I rarely say that. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular case, I just don't see where Kell Brook can, you know, pull off I mean, I guess he could pull off the upset, but I just don't. I'm trying to see like his eyes. I mean, I feel like he got hurt with his eye in his last fight. You know, people say he lost his last fight. That's nowhere near on the level of a Crawford. I mean, I can't even remember that guy's name. Smash that like button, LA12. Salute to LA12. Crypto Color says, Corey, what up? What up, Playboy? He says, Corey, do you think most of the fights we watching are fixed? No, I'm not gonna say that, man. I ain't gonna go that far and say that, bro. I ain't gonna go that far and say that. Brian Davis says, just fucking with you, bro. Salute, bro. Smash that like button. Boxing Monster says, I got Harrison over Brook. Brook is damaged goods. And I'm starting to believe that. You know, at first I didn't really want to believe that after the Triple G fight. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give Kell Brook a chance. I'm gonna see how he does. I'm gonna see how he puts out. You know, but the more and more I gotta watch this guy, the more and more that I gotta, I'm watching to see how he, responds in different fights, man. He's just not showing me what I want to see out of a champion, of a former world champion. I mean, you gotta understand, man. At one point, you guys, at actually one point, Kell Brook was the #1 welterweight in the world. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? At one point, Kell Brook, I repeat, was the #1 welterweight in the entire world of boxing. Okay? That wasn't that long ago. I mean, I know it seems like an eternity now. I mean, now that we think about it, Kell Brook hasn't been good since goddamn, you know, Sean Porter. But remember though, he had some fights after after the Sean Porter fight. So it's one of those. I was ready to pass my turn. It's one of those things, you guys, where I'm gonna be honest, man. It's one of those things where I think Kell Brook is a good fighter. I don't think he's a great fighter anymore. And you're gonna have to be great to beat Terrence Crawford. Okay? You're gonna have to be a great fighter to beat Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry. You are. I'm sorry. You are. You're gonna have to be a great fighter to beat Kell Brook. I mean, to beat who the hell was I talking about just now? You're gonna have to be a great fighter to beat Kell Brook. I'm driving and trying to talk at the same time. Let me read these chats before I continue my day. Boxing Mondra says Crawford will ice Kell Brook. Golly, man, no. Brian Davis says Kell Brook used to be top 3 welterweight after he beat Sean Porter. I'm just saying. Used to be top 3. No, a lot of people had him #1. I mean, mind you, this is when Earl Spence wasn't even thought of. I mean, Earl Spence wasn't even, he was coming up the ranks, and we all knew he had those sparring wars, with Mayweather and stuff like that, but we didn't know, Earl Spence. We knew he was a good fighter. We just didn't know if he was going to be great or not, I mean, well, let's be honest. From what Earl Spence has done so far, is he a all-time great fighter as of right now? If Earl Spence's career stops right now, is he an all-time great fighter? I'll let you guys decide that. I don't even gotta say shit. I'm gonna let you guys decide that. If Earl Spence's career stops right now, is he an all-time great fighter without fighting Terrence Crawford? Brook got power, bro. I know he does. Chin Smoke says Bud will turn Brook into crushed ice in the later rounds. Damn, bro. Samuel, salute, bro. Ricky, salute. Joe 56, salute. He says Kell Brook schooled Porter. Yes, he did, Joe 56. Crypto Color says, yeah, Brook's eye is too delicate. Every time he gets hit there, he gives up. He's done. Hey, man, we gotta see. Samuel says Drake independent or signed to cash money breakdown. Samuel says Brooks seems gun shy, but he still boxes more than AB. AB not throw a punch at all. Yeah, that's true. Brian Davis says no, Errol Spence is not a all-time great if his career stops right now. Samuel says no, Earl Spence is not a all-time great if his career stops right now. Boxing Monster says hell no, he's not a great if his career stops right now. Chin Smoke says not yet. He needs big fights. All right, bro. I understand. I feel where you guys are coming from, man. Well, look, man. I'm going to come back with a live stream a little bit later, you guys. I had to get this quick one in real quick, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. I'm going to come back with another one, okay? I'm going to give you guys 3 for 3 today, okay? I'm going to give you guys 3 live streams today, okay? I did 4 for 4 yesterday. I'm going to do 3 for 3 today, okay? So stay tuned, okay, for the, stay tuned, all right? And I got you, okay? Thank you guys for watching. This is Corey Lee Boxing signing out, you guys.